If I have any fingers left after that. We're going to conclude this afternoon's program. There was a request, I believe, from somewhere in this portion of the tent for a selection by the name of Sirun Akçig. This was composed by a renowned Armenian oud player, one of the most well-known oud players in the Armenian community, both in the old country and here in America. His influence on the popularity of this instrument in the Armenian community in this country cannot be understated. And that oud player's name is the name of Udi Hrant Kenkulyan. If you would like to learn more about his life, there's a lot of information about him on the line. He's quite an interesting figure in the traditionalcrossroads.com, right? There's several volumes that my uncle's label has put out. Some were recordings that were official commercial recordings made during Hrant's lifetime, and some were unreleased homemade recordings that a student of his taped of him during their lessons. There's a lot of fascinating material on. He was blind. He also so happened to his brother-in-law was also an influential oud player in this particular genre of music. His name was Udi Bolos. So you can also look him up. They were married to sisters. They both so happened to be oud players, and both were blind. We hope you've enjoyed this, and thank you very much.
Şabar
The weather has cleared up a little bit the second half of the day, so enjoy the rest of the festival and have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you very much.
Richmond Hagopian Ensemble. 3 generations.